A joint investigation by CBC News and Sports found that at least 222 coaches involved in amateur sports in Canada have been convicted of sexual offences in the past 20 years, involving more than 600 victims under the age of 18. The revelations have led to calls for urgent action to address abuse in athletics, and today the Minister for Sport, Kirsty Duncan, addressed those calls. The CBC's Jamie Strachan has been reporting on this exclusive story all week, and he joins me now from Toronto. Hey, Jamie, thanks for being with us. Tell us about what the minister had to say.
Well, we heard lots of fancy language from Minister Duncan and her provincial counterparts calling this CBC report historic, promising to move towards a zero-tolerance approach when it comes to sexual abuse of young athletes in this country, pledging to make sport safe for this country, thanking the CBC for its work. In terms of what she's going to do, that remains to be seen. We're still waiting for details to come out of today's announcement, but it seems that there is some agreement that Minister Duncan has from her provincial counterparts, which she really needs if she wants to do something in this area. It sounds like there's the beginning of an agreement to move forward on something here, but no concrete details yet. Based
on what you know about the breadth and the severity of the problem, what kinds of actions do you think the government needs to take if they really want to see change in the area?
Well, I think Minister Duncan, if she wants to get solutions down to the grassroots level, which is where our investigation focused on, she's really going to have to provide funding for the provinces and those provincial sport organizations to get down into that club and local organization level to put in some kind of harmonized approach. Now, listening to her today, it sounds like they're on the road to doing that. Here's what she had to say.
It is literally going to be on every federal, provincial, territorial agenda item or meeting going forward. It is a commitment to making sport safe. And at the national level, I'm looking at a number of options. It's important to look at code of conduct in sport. It's important to look at that third-party mechanism, and I'll have more to say in the coming weeks.
Now, this is something that Minister Duncan has been talking about for a number of months now, even before our investigation came out. But any fix that she's going to have, any solution that she's going to have is going to be up at that national level for those elite athletes who are tied to national sport organizations and those national teams. If she wants to make change at the local level, like I said, she's going to need buy-in from her provincial ministers and some kind of funding plan, because everyone says if you want to fix this, you need a harmonized set of rules. So if you're playing baseball in Victoria or hockey in Sydney, Nova Scotia, it's the same set of rules for parents and athletes and a clear way to report things if things go wrong. She says there's more in coming weeks. There's a lot of people in this country looking to Minister Duncan to see what concrete solutions she's willing to put in place to fix this issue. She's been talking about it for many months. It seems like she's on the road to getting something done. What exactly that's going to be and how it manifests itself, not yet clear.
Was there any talk today of funding? Is there any commitment at all from the government regarding that funding question you brought up?
No, we haven't seen anything in terms of funding. It seems like they're just at the point now where there's an agreement to move forward on this. As you know, these things can move very closely. I would have been honestly, frankly, surprised to see something on funding today. It would have been kind of knee-jerk given this investigation just came out. I know that she's been working on something at the national level, like I mentioned, but she's going to have to flesh that program out much more broadly down through the provinces and down to the local level, and that's going to take money. What that commitment level is remains to be seen.
All right, thank you so much, Jamie. The CBC's Jamie Strachan in Toronto. And you can read more about the CBC's investigation into sexual abuse in amateur sports at cbc.ca/shattered trust.